This is a Millionaires podcast. Raw, tactical, a playbook you can act on after your next coffee. And this is a Billionaire Empire podcast. Cinematic, philosophical, a blueprint for who you have to become to run a portfolio that makes $9 billion a year. Same mic, totally different mission. Today we're stacking them side by side. Millionaires podcasts. Think Andrew Tate, Alex Hormozi, Myron Golden, Dave Ramsey, Max Maxwell, versus the billionaire-level empire builder energy you get when Tony Robbins sits down and turns a conversation into a multi-day movement. We're not choosing favorites. We're decoding why these shows feel different, what they do to your brain, and which one gets you to your first million faster, and which one prepares you to keep it. Let's go. Millionaires talk playbooks. Billion-dollar empires teach patterns. When you drop into a Millionaires episode, you are handed a wrench and told exactly which bolt to tighten. Andrew Tate goes long on brotherhood, money, and God, and then tells you which matrix walls to push on and how to keep your family's name out of the gutter. It's immediate, combative, highly actionable. You leave with a rule set, not a vibe. Well, technically the Andrew Tate vibe. Alex Hormozi? He's the lab coat operator who makes business feel like physics. 3 P's for idea selection. Pain, past profession, passion, supply and demand leverage, barbell talent, and the math behind guaranteed bad versus chance at good. He moves you from what should I do to how do I get the highest ROI for the next unit of time in a single segment. Myron Golden compresses a millionaire fast track into a whiteboard. Pick the unit economics, build a vehicle that compounds your effort, then sell with challenges and paid webinars. It's unapologetically practical. Dave Ramsey strips the jargon, slaps your hand away from the credit card, and points you toward a 4-fund mix, while reminding you that savings rate and staying in the market beat fee hunting and headline jumping. He's not here to impress Wall Street. He's here to keep Main Street rich and unbothered. Max Maxwell sits down and tells you how he made $14,000 on his first wholesale deal without 2 nickels to rub together, then parlayed it into a skip-tracing SaaS, moved to Dubai, and started building 45 villa developments in Zanzibar with cash. On the other side of the table, Tony Robbins zooms out, way out. He's not just giving tactics, he's updating your operating system. Self-esteem is earned by doing hard, meaningful things. Your life is controlled by 3 decisions: what you focus on, what it means, what you'll do. And you can pre-frame your day and your destiny with a 10-minute priming ritual that literally changes how your brain consumes the world. The result? You stop collecting tactics and start recognizing patterns. Because pattern recognition is the only way you go from managing a business to becoming the person who is the business. If you want $1 million move by morning, the millionaires hand you a stack. If you want an empire that doesn't explode when the market shifts, the empire builder shows you the shift before it comes, who they serve, and how they talk to them. Millionaires talk like your older brother who made it out of your neighborhood first, fast, direct, and with receipts. Tate's long-form dialogues are confessionals sharpened into orders. He wraps personal story, solitary confinement, cockroaches, the 3 strikes warning, around a straight-line roadmap. Become dangerous, become useful, and put your last name above your comfort. Then he sells you on a path, because he genuinely believes clan plus money plus God is the only way to resist a world that's designed to keep you obedient and broke. Hormozi gives away $1 billion worth of frameworks. He breaks out fulcrum for leverage logos and calmly dismantles the lie you tell yourself about why you're still at zero. He won't call himself a guru. He'll tell you how to hire your first killer, why your idea selection is a bottleneck, and why your guaranteed misery job is actually riskier than a chance at good play. Myron is the preacher with a calculator. He outhooks the hook talkers and then sells you a 3-day room where he proves it, with a VIP hour, an irresistible offer, and a deadline that gets you to move. You watch him sell a program while teaching you to sell yours. Meta done right. Ramsey is your dad with a marker. No debt, no excuses, no crypto, no news-anchored fear. If you want rich quick, he'll show you rich slow, and why that's actually the fastest route that doesn't end with you back to broke. Maxwell is the friend who says, "Get in the car." He literally drives you down the street where he found 114 Flintfield, tells you what he paid, $32,000 under contract, how he found the buyer, and where the $14,000 spread came from. Then he zooms out and tells you why he moved to Dubai, why he's building affordable units in Fumba, and why he pays cash for rentals so he can sleep at night. On the empire side, Tony's audience is you, after you've already hit a few financial home runs. The pod becomes a prep school for purpose, stamina, and perspective. Purpose over self. Find something you care about more than you. That single line reframes burnout into fuel and grind into service. Priming over panic. 10 minutes, 3 gratitudes, 3 blessings, 3 outcomes felt as done. So your nervous system stops interpreting every email like a saber-toothed tiger. Pattern recognition over personality cults. It's not about be like me. It's here are the repeating cycles. In markets and men, here's how to use them. CEO Cast with Tate ran for hours. No cutaways to B-roll every 10 seconds. Just extended monologues that escalate into frameworks. Brotherhood, money, God, consequences. All tied to personal history and immediate action. Diary of a CEO with Hormozi is a metronome. Bartlett asks a first-order question, Hormozi answers with a second-order framework, and you get better at thinking by osmosis. There's no sizzle reel, it's just clean, dense calories of knowledge. Myron's appearances feel like he brought the seminar to the studio. He builds a curiosity loop live, then he breaks his own loop to teach you how he did it. Then he opens a loop on the next offer you should create. If you're not taking notes, you're wasting time. Tony's conversations feel like an event, because they are. He can go 12 hours on stage in front of 15,000 and still be sprinting up the stairs on hour 13. When he sits down for a long interview, it's the stadium distilled, high energy, call and response. And he uses his media time to funnel you into experiences that change state first, strategy second, monetization and calls to action, direct offers versus movements. Millionaire podcasts are funded by what they sell, and they are not shy about it. Why would they be? You're listening because you want the result they're selling. Hormozi arguably sells the least, yet monetizes the most, because he sells nothing to you and everything to the founders who want to partner with him. Give away the kitchen sink and charge for the house. It's a billionaire-grade media strategy with a millionaire's humility. Myron sells the room. Challenges with VIP hours, premium offers. He teaches you the pitch while pitching you. He's the rare make-money voice who actually shows the math and then gives you a deadline. Maxwell sells proof, deals, then data, then development. He lets the story be the sales letter. The Empire Builder call to action is different. Tony's funnel is impact-led. Join for free, experience physiological change, then choose your next level. The sell is service. Get in the room, prime, move, then decide. And because he's running 114 companies, the monetization happens far beyond the podcast episode you're watching. Millionaires take on the risk the billion-dollar empires avoid, and they take the heat for it. Tate's podcast footprint is radioactive and undeniable. He talks Islam, masculinity, education collapse, and tells you to stand on business. His reward? Bans, SWATs, and more virality. You can disagree with the man, but you can't deny the reach. Ramsey draws fire from fee hawks and credit card lovers, and shrugs as he gives another hour of counsel that makes a broke caller rich 20 years from now. Maxwell rejects "real estate makes you rich" as a blanket answer, and shows you exactly how timing, data, and cash buying actually built his wealth, and why he left the US for a better asymmetry opportunity. The Empire Builder stays mainstream by being deeply contrarian about how you act, not who you vote for. Tony's heaviest swings aren't political, they're personal. Stop worshiping self-esteem, earn it. Stop blaming and start reframing. Stop scattershot tactics and start pattern mastery. 6 head-to-heads that explain everything. Tactics versus patterns, millionaires. Here's the move. Tate's Brotherhood Money God Triad, Myron's 3-day challenge funnel, Ramsey's 4-fund mix, Maxwell's Driving for Dollars and Skip Trace Stack, Hormozi's Offer Math. Billion Empire. Here's the pattern. Focus arrow meaning arrow action. Gratitude kills fear and anger. Recognize the season you're in. Stop mislabeling normal hardship as failure. Pre-frame your day so the world stops priming you. You're one decision away from a different life. Tony Robbins. Save you today versus save you from yourself. Millionaires tell you what to sell, how to price, how to hire. The billion empire tells you how to show up when your body wants to stay in bed, how to think when the market turns, how to act when your ego is screaming. Faith and frame. Tony shows you gratitude, blessing, purpose beyond self. Different language, same directional vector. Put something above your comfort, and you'll stop quitting when it hurts. Get rich now versus become unshakable. The millionaires put cash in your hand this year. The empire builder makes you the kind of person that keeps it for decades and doesn't have a nervous breakdown when the S&P sneezes or you having to go through personal issues. Because at the end of the day, the true way to play the game of reality is through the mind, not within the physical world. A few case studies that say it all. Andrew Tate on CEOcast. The longest clip is the thesis, 3 strikes, matrix attack, cockroaches in solitary, and the 4-part religion of clan, cash, muscle, and God. It's not fluffy, it's a worldview, because he believes the attack vector is always the woman, phone, or school that doesn't serve your values. The show is designed to give you a spine. Alex Hormozi shows you that your fingerprint is unique, your blend of buckets is your brand. Its frameworks are so clean you can staple them to your calendar. He's not selling you a mastermind, he's recruiting you into his thinking, and the right founders will self-select. Myron Golden proves hooks with a hook, then shows you how to sell the room. He tells you to stop trying to be interesting and start being interested, stack epiphanies, and compress decades into days with paid experiences. He's the rare sales voice that respects your time. No fluff, all math. Dave Ramsey reminds you that fees are not the enemy. Quitting is. You think you need the perfect fund? You actually need autopay for 40 years. He's corny because compounding is corny, repeatable and relentless. Max Maxwell shows you the American hack most people won't even try. Then he tells you why he took his chips global. Better seasons, better asymmetry, better sleep. It's audacious and accessible in the same breath. Tony Robbins gives you permission to stop being in your head and start being in your life. He talks about squashing self-esteem hacks, feeding 30+ billion meals through pattern-based philanthropy, and how you stop letting the world's priming make you a victim. He's not just the coach, he's the Colosseum. So, which podcast is better? Wrong question. The real play is the sequence. If you're in spring or summer, learning and testing, live on Millionaire podcasts. Get the playbooks, make the money, fix the obvious leaks. Don't confuse seasons. When you start stacking power, when the tactics work and the money hits, move up the stack. Go from what should I do to who must I be. Switch your default to purpose, priming, patterns, and seasons. That's how you get winter peace without winter regret. Stop with the mentality of, if I do, I will have, then I will be. You must rewire your brain to, I will be, then if I do, I will have. Drop a comment to see if you truly understood what is meant by this, or if you have any doubts, ask away. Because the real difference between a Millionaires show and a Billionaire Empire show isn't the mic. It's the promise. Millionaires promise a result. Billion-dollar empires promise a life. Both are priceless, in the right order. If this breakdown gave you a new lens, keep watching the videos suggested on your screen now. They'll take you deeper down into the 1%. See you on the other one.